Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we're going to talk about the most important crypto launchpad terms you need to know. Because once you start investing through a launchpad, you may find some words or terms that you're unfamiliar with, such as TGE, vesting, cliff, or the different type of sales, and you wonder what are those all different type of sales and where can you participate in what kind of sales can you participate. So we're going to cover all that today. We are starting off with the completed sales page at our Peakdefi Launchpad because there I can show you the different type of sales. For example, tangible was a public sale, fragment was a public sale, Sugar Kingdom Odyssey, a private sale. Here we have a pre-sale, KOL sale. So they are all different type of sales that you will encounter on a Launchpad. And I've prepared a little presentation today where I will show you the most important Launchpad terms that you need to know, and also where I cover the different sales types. So let's start with the different sales types. So first of all, there's the angel investor. The angel investor is the earliest type of investor in a crypto project. Typically as a co-founder or a team member, those become the early investors or the first investors with a CEO. So those are called the angel investors because they join the project when there's no light paper, no white paper, no website, when there's nothing. When it's just an idea. This is the time when the angel investors hop on board and they usually become a part of the team. After that, when they have established the foundation of the new crypto project, there's going to be a seed sale. A seed sale is also very, very early on sale, usually 1 year, 1.5 years before the actual token launch sometimes. And this is the first round of a sale to a bigger party, usually a handpicked circle, because the angel investors, they go to different agencies or VCs to do a seed sale, and this is to a very enclosed group of people usually. After that, they do a private sale. A private sale is a more open sale, usually, or it used to be, to a very enclosed group of people as well. Nowadays, it's a more commonly investment offer for not a public, but a community. For example, our Peakdefi Launchpad community, because sometimes we do private sales on our Peakdefi Launchpad. That's when we label them with private sale, because this is exclusively for our community. And these are special conditions that we can offer to our community. So this is a more private sale, which is not publicly announced throughout the internet. Then also sometimes there's a KOL sale. A KOL sale is a key opinion leader or influencer. And they do get allocations from the projects as well, so that they can sell the tokens to their communities or as a payment for partnerships. For example, we did a KOL sale for Ava, so we got conditions of the KOL allocation, and then we were able to sell those tokens to our community, labeled as a KOL sale. And last but not least, there's the public sale, and the public sale is the most common publicly sale of a token, so it's a publicly announced sale, which is happening on multiple platforms at multiple times together. And usually you can find rankings or announcement of those public sales all across the internet in different blog posts and YouTube videos, etc., etc. So it's very common knowledge if there's a public sale. And compared to the price, we're going to check out the prices later of a special project. But usually the public sale, for example, is $1 a token. KOL sale would be 85 cents. Private sale 70 cents, seed sale 60 cents, and then angel investor would be 40, 30, or maybe 50 cents per token compared to $1 public sale. So there's a discount. The earlier you go into a project, the more of a discount you will receive. So those are the different kind of sales that we see. And if we check out, for example, the Sugar Kingdom Odyssey project, by the way, this project was the very first project on the Peakdefi Launchpad, which recently sold out in 20 minutes. Within 20 minutes, we sold out the whole allocation of $30,000, which we usually had. Let me open the website properly. And we increased this number to 80,000 because we raised over $80,000 within the 3-day sale time. So that's why we have this big allocation now of 83,000 here, because we were able to get an 80,000 allocation with private sale conditions. And if we check out their tokenomics, we can see they're displaying the different terms for the distribution with the different type of sale. So remember, we have a seed sale, a private sale, a KOL sale, and a public sale. And they show that in their tokenomics as well. They had a seed sale, a private sale, KOLs also get some tokens, and then they have the public sale as well. And then further on, we can see 10% at TGE, 0 months cliff, then daily vesting for 4 months. And you might want to know, okay, what is TGE, what is cliff, what is vesting? Let's continue with the presentation. So first of all, what is TGE? TGE is a token generation event. And the TGE is a date where a token is being launched on the blockchain and offered to the open market. Usually investors will get a certain percentage of tokens at TGE and more tokens later. This is here what I can show you here. For example, 10% at TGE, 16% at TGE. And usually the higher the price you pay as an investor, for example, with a public sale, the more tokens you will get available in the beginning. So that's why they get 20% and the others get like different allocations. And then also it says cliff. What is cliff? Cliff is sometimes the token distribution is like delayed. It does not start right now with the TGE, but later. And this is called cliff. So it is a time frame starting at TGE, and that no tokens are awarded and no tokens are made available. After cliff, the vesting usually starts. So sometimes, for example, you get 10% at TGE, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes they say 0% at TGE, like here, and then they have a 6 months cliff and then a daily vesting. Or here for the team, they have 0% TGE, 1 year cliff, then daily vesting. That means that when the token generation event is happening, they will get 0% of their tokens, and they have to wait 1 year in order to start receiving tokens. In the past, like in the last few years, we didn't say cliff, we just say locked. So the tokens were locked, for example, for 1 year, for 2 years. So founder token or a team member token are usually locked for half a year, for 1 year, for 2 years. And after that, then they can access the tokens. Nowadays, we just call a cliff. And sometimes we have a cliff after the TGE before the vesting starts, or usually team members have a cliff as well. And then after that, the vesting period starts. And now you wonder, what is vesting? Vesting is the duration a token is distributed to the investor. So, for example, there are many advantages for a crypto project to not release all tokens at TGE, because it will usually promote pump and dump processes or procedures. And in the past, we called it lock time, as I said. Nowadays, we say vesting. So it means that you get your tokens over a certain period of time made available to you. For example, there is different types of vesting, and the most popular is a linear vesting. A linear vesting example is, for example, an investor buys 1,000 tokens and he has a 10% linear vesting per month. That means the investor will get 100 tokens every month made available for claiming. So he will have a 10% linear vesting for 10 months until he gets all his token. And this is what we can also see here with the Sugarcane and Odyssey. We can see, okay, our private sale condition on the Peakdefi Launchpad, here private sale condition for this price, was 16% at TGE, 0 months cliff, then daily vesting for 4 months. This means our investors, they will receive 16% of their tokens at the TGE directly, because there's 0 months cliff. And after that, they will receive the remaining 84% over the next 4 months distributed. So 21% per month. And this is how it works with the vesting. Also, there's graded vesting, for example, where you get in the first month 25% of the token will be released, in the following 2 months only 20%. The remaining 35% will be released with a 5% per month token release. So here you have like it starts very good and then you get less and less token. So these are different types of vesting, but usually we offer a linear vesting at our Peakdefi Launchpad or in general at Launchpads. And I want to highlight another crypto project very quick, because this summarizes everything that I've explained to you very, very good, and that is Octavia. Because Octavia has a really good documentation on their tokenomics and about the distribution. So if we click on the documents here and we click on the tokenomics, I really love this overview, because this tells us a lot and it just summarizes the whole video that we just that you just watched. So if we check out Octavia, we can see, okay, they had a seed sale with a price per token of 50 cents. They had a private sale with 8 cents, not 58 cents, 5 cents, 8 cents. Then they also had a KOL sale with 7.5 cents per token, and they had a public sale with 10 cents per token. And you can see the discount to TGE price. So this is what I told you earlier. The earlier you invest, the more of a discount you receive. Also, they have the different TGEs of allocation. So for example, the seed sale, they only get 5%, private sale 7.5%, KOL around 10%, public sale 15% at TGE. So this is exactly what I told you earlier. Like, the cheaper you get the tokens, or the earlier you invest, the less tokens you get directly at TGE, because you will have the biggest benefit of dumping the token, because you get the cheapest price. So if you get more tokens available at TGE, you could dump them, and then you would just like decrease the value of the token or of these tokenomics. And that's why they usually get the least percentage during TGE, and usually have the longest vesting period, because they have the best price. So you can see it here as well. Seed sale 12 months with vesting, private sale 10 months. So you can see the cheaper the token, the longer you have to wait for the token, but at the end of the day, you still have the best condition. Also, we can see that the team, advisors, and reserve here is all locked with a cliff. It depends between 1 month, 6 months, 12 months, so they have a different vesting schedule for that. And if we scroll down, we can also see how this all works out, because they have the TGE, they already had the TGE, and then in the first months of the completely circulating supply, or of the total supply of the Octavia token, you can see after the TGE, in the unlocking of these percentages, it will be just a small amount. And then the vesting starts, so we'll get more and more and more and more. And then after 12 months, when the team can access their tokens, it will increase even more. And this is a really good visualization of the supply of a token, because you can see that is exactly why the projects are doing this. Because you don't want to have pump and dump. You want to have a slow organic growth of investors for your token, so that you release them very slowly over like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 years. Here it will be 4 years with 48 months, so that you have control, that you have time to develop your project, that you can grow with your project. So this is like a really good overview, and I think that this is like a very smart thing to do. And that is why every project usually has like a different vesting, a different cliff, a different TGE. And now you understand why all this comes together. So they have like even more numbers here for the specific tokenomics of Octavia, but this is not important for us. Only here we can see the monthly token distribution. At TGE it will be a lot, and then it will be less, because at TGE it's like this fixed percentages that will get released, and after that it's a normal vesting. So we can also see that after 14 months, all of the investors from the seed sale, private sale, KOL and public sale, they will have all their tokens. And here after 11, 12 months, slowly the team and advisors and reserve, it starts distributing. So the last 4 years are usually only for the team, so they have some funds to even develop the ecosystem longer and longer. So yeah, I hope that this explanation with the different type of sales, with the TGE, the cliff, and the vesting all makes sense for you with all this visualization, and that you understand it a little bit more. If you have any more questions, just let me know in the comments, or join our Telegram group, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know in the comment section below. Other than that, I wish you a good night. Bye bye.